Happy New Year and welcome to the first news at 10 for 2020. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and, just getting back into the rhythm of life. Well, I thought I'd just start by showing you something I got in the 10 Secret Santa that we ran this year. I got this amazing little blokey nano origami. And if I just show you the size of the pieces of paper, tiny, but I have had a go and I have made this, I think it's like a ninja star. So I think that's quite cool. Nano origami, I can totally recommend it. A huge thank you to those of you who've been praying for and responded to our Albania earthquake appeal. It's been a privilege to journey alongside Erion and other partners in Albania as they've looked to respond very practically to the needs of people affected by the earthquake. Please continue to pray. If you want to support that, you can do. By making donations, by praying, by just keeping up to date. Our latest magazine, our latest Connect magazine is out. It's all about making a difference, people who are making a difference in the countries of Southeastern Europe. And one of them is Marcel, and he's on the front cover, there he is. And you can read his testimony and you can read all about the impact of a food program that he is running, serving his community. There's also a fantastic story later on in the magazine that's written by Danny and Vera Kuriani, who many of you will know, I'm sure. And he's a young man in the story who has been changed and impacted by their rehab centre. So do get a copy of that. We can send you one, you can download it, but it's really worth a read just to find out more about what God is doing in the countries that 10 works in. As any of you who receive our magazine will know, we're currently running our Winter Help campaign. It's going really well. We're so grateful to all of you who've been able to donate to that, support that work. It really does make a difference. You know, our partners are just desperate to serve the communities that they work in by helping those who are poorer in communities buy wood to heat their houses, things that you and I take for granted, warm clothes, blankets, that sort of thing. So if you're able to make a donation to Winter Help, you can see the URL on this video, and we'd love that. That would be amazing. Thank you. Accompanying our latest Connect news magazine, we had an impact report. Why? Because we want to share the good news of what is going on among our partners in Europe. Why? Because we think it's really important to tell their story as effectively and clearly as possible. There's some great statistics in there. 6,500 people benefited from food parcels and hot meals. Over 1,100 women who are vulnerable were served, and over 1,100 prisoners were worked with. We saw 800 people come to faith among our partners' ministries, and over 5,000 Bibles and New Testaments were given away. One of the most exciting statistics for me was the numbers of leaders being trained. Over 1,000 leaders trained in different ways, Bible schools, universities, and through mentoring. This is really, really exciting. Do get hold of a copy. URL is on the screen right now. As we head into 2020, there's lots of different things we're excited about. Let me just share a couple of things that are really close in the diary and or are coming up. First thing is this, that on the 21st of January, Tuesday the 21st, between 10 and about 12:30, we're going to be having a morning of prayer for Europe. And I realise that's totally impractical timing for some people, particularly if you're working. But if you can join us in the offices here at 23 Apex Court, you'd be really welcome. Just let us know via the email on the screen. Or if you want to commit to join us whilst we're praying for that morning, or perhaps at some other more convenient time during the day, again, let us know. We would love to really up the prayer volume in terms of just contending for what God is doing in the continent of Europe, seeing the gospel shared and shown, the love of Christ witnessed to among our partners. So if you want to be part of that, please get in touch. Another thing that I'm really excited about is our growing links in Northern Ireland. We have a Teams coordinator. Her name is Rachel, and she's based in Northern Ireland. But we've also just taken on another volunteer team member in Northern Ireland. And this is really exciting because we're seeing God opening doors here. And so just ask you to pray for that, as for wisdom and guidance as we look to develop that area of our work. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic few weeks. News at 10 will be back later on in 2020. Goodbye.